I'm into Pearl Jam a lot lately.
Bro, we are getting people in Virginia.
No shit.
Okay. All right, so we're recording. Anyway, like I said, I got something I want to get off my chest. Okay, right away. Last week's episode, right? We were talking about movie quotes.
Okay.
And Gabe, I think it was Gabe, it was you that brought up, I don't know if it was either you or Joey that said, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, right? And you guys said it was Gone with the Wind. Yeah. And I tried correcting you guys and said it was Casablanca, but I was wrong. Okay, I fact-checked myself. I was wrong.
It bothered you that much, huh?
Joey and Gabe were right.
Wow.
And
Pound it out, Gabe.
Oh, my bad. I had, that was not even, that's Clark Gable. Okay, I was thinking Humphrey Bogart.
I'm pretty sure you, under your breath, you said, bring the next fucking Jeopardy on right away.
I did. I did. And that's why I got cocky. And that's why I'm apologizing
what was the
to
Humphrey
the audience,
Bogart,
to everybody.
Nicely done.
the Humphrey Bogart quote? Casablanca.
He was looking at you, kid.
There you go.
So I just got, so I was wrong.
You got it twisted.
Are you a film historian? Like
No.
that? Okay.
I don't know. Dude, I remember stupid shit. It just, call it a fucking.
Like there's people like
Yeah.
that could, that remember movie lines very very.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's crazy. Man. Some people are like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with that, but I don't know. I remember stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But so, gonna be a man about it, and I apologize. You guys were right. I was wrong.
All right.
Sorry for trying to correct you.
Thank you. I feel a little bit smarter right now.
Yeah. And I would have got that wrong.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
here we go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Adrian. That is Joey.
What up,
Oh, Joe.
Often imitated but never duplicated, the one and only Mike D.
Mike D?
Whoop. Cabernet Sauvignon.
We got our producer down in Tennessee, and he's Gabe.
Gabe.
Counting bullets.
What's up?
Hey, Gabe.
What's up, Gabe? As always, guys, we tell the audience what we're drinking, and I'm going to kick that off tonight, guys, if you guys don't mind.
Did you
right,
say
Adrian.
counting bullets?
Counting bullets. That's the game.
What are you drinking?
Tonight, I'm drinking something I've never had before, and it's, you know what? I didn't do what you said to do, Mike. Anyway, it's super fresh. It's called a Wicked Dry Double IPA, and 8.5%. And I'm guessing it's made by Peak Organic Brewing. I don't know. I was a beer distributor, and I'm like, I'm going to try something new, and there it is. And it's not bad. Not bad.
You pulled a Mary.
8.5.
She's like, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, chicken cutlets. I come home, it's meatloaf. Why bother asking?
Yeah, but dude, but, right? I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one.
No,
right?
yeah, I can't really complain, but why bother asking?
She makes good meatloaf.
She makes a good meatloaf, yeah.
Yeah, I love meatloaf.
Me too, man. Me
I
too.
really do.
I like it the next day, too.
So do
Like
I.
a meatloaf sandwich.
My kids don't like it.
Oh, hey, they're lost.
Dude.
I agree.
Leftover meatloaf. I'm not a big leftover guy.
Oh, you always say that, yeah.
But on Italian bread
Oh, God.
with ketchup, bro, forget it.
Nah, no ketchup.
Cold too, not heated.
No ketchup. I know.
And I'm a butt guy. I go right after the butts and the meatloaf.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Even
and
the-
crispy, right?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Even like ziti, I like the corner.
Yeah.
Lasagna, you know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
Nice. God. Right? I'll tell you, food, we just go right off the fucking rails when it comes to food.
I love food.
Joey, what do you got today? What are you drinking?
Oh, sorry. I am drinking my same whiskey, brown liquor. Woodford Reserve. I'm going to go till the bottle's over, and then I'm going to jump back into beers.
Dude, you're taking that slow.
Yeah, I didn't drink a lot this week.
No?
No.
To the audience, Joey just had a birthday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Joseph.
Birthday to
Thank you.
Joey.
Thank you.
But no, I thought maybe that would have been a little lower.
No, last time I drank it was here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Michael.
I actually, this is new to me. It's Brooklyn Brewery, the Brooklyn Brown Ale, 5.6%.
You like it?
Yeah, it's actually very good.
I've always wanted to go to that brewery. It looks very cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it located in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it tastes very good.
Dude, we say this a lot. Like, we really should,
Should take weekend trips and check
do,
the shit
do a
out.
field trip and go,
Yeah,
go
let's
check
do
it
it.
out.
I agree.
Throw it on video.
There's quite a few around
As long
here.
as we don't have to fucking fly, I'm good.
Joe. As long as we're out the fire. Fasten your seatbelt.
I'm always good with driving, too. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not that I'm afraid of flying, but I like driving.
Yeah, no. Well, Brooklyn. No one's flying to Brooklyn, right?
No, I'm not afraid of flying either. But like, I like to. How should I say this? I like to travel and go places. Very uncomfortable on a flight. I don't know if afraid is the right word. I think that's the right word. Actually, you're right. I'm fucking scared shit.
I think, I mean, frightened, right? I mean, scared. Trying to think what else, right? Scared, frightened, afraid.
What's going on these days doesn't
Anxious.
help, right? You know, it's just getting worse and worse.
Dude, it's fucking scary.
I mean,
people take Xanax before they go on flights sometimes because their anxiety level is just up there.
Now, like when there's a cluster of accidents, not that happens very often, but do flight prices come down?
You would imagine, right?
I don't think these prices are ever going to come down. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Prices for anything.
Yeah, it's just going to keep going up
at this point.
A lot of times the flight prices are actually based on when the fuel was purchased in bulk by these airlines. So, for example, they're not buying fuel just tomorrow for this flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like they actually buy bulk fuel. So these prices are really fluctuate based on when these things were purchased. So they plan for that too.
Well, I mean,
and seasonal, of course, they raise their rates anyways.
I'm saying, but that's pretty much everything, right? I mean, isn't almost just about everything based on the price of fuel?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's got to be shipped and
Plastics
delivered.
Made out of the fuel, and electricity's made out of fuel. Everything's made out of fuel.
Gabe, you're still not drinking, correct?
Right. I almost did though. This weekend I almost drank.
What happened?
My wife drank it for me.
Mm.
You know what? That's a good partner right there. Okay.
Yeah, she took one for the team. Step away, Gabe. I got this.
All right, cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I have to look into this
Brewery.
This brand. Yeah. I don't know if they're local. I don't know what they are. I don't know. That's pretty good. All right, guys, let's get into it. NFL news. All right, that's the first topic tonight. NFL news. Have you guys been hearing? I know Gabe sent something on our group text about Saquon Barkley, right? That extension they signed, they gave him. You guys see that?
Yeah,
I saw it. I didn't know if it was real or not. I saw it on Instagram. I didn't see it on ESPN though.
That's not real.
I honestly, I didn't see. I saw it, like I said, I saw it on the internet, but I didn't see like an article on it.
Gabe, you're not sending us fake news, are you?
AI.
No, I would never do that.
Okay. Yeah. So it was what he was lot 20 million, right? 2-year
41.
contract. 21.
41.
Okay, so 20 million a year. I'm saying 2 years because isn't it 2?
Yep.
Wasn't he in a
2
multi-year
years.
deal anyway?
He was, but I think it was like 12 million. I think, or 12 and change he was getting. Dude, I'll tell you what. First off, rightfully so. Lock that guy up.
This is an extension.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're doing the right thing here. You know what I mean? It's
Listen,
they're not winning the Super Bowl without him.
it's still. I think it's a risky move, honestly, because he's still. I think he was in his original contract was 4 years, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
With Philly.
I don't think so. I think it was either 2 or 3 max. I think.
All right. So then, if that's the case, then it was a good move. If he's in a 4-year deal and they gave him 2 more years, I don't think that's a good move.
I mean, that's more than Christian McCaffrey makes, right?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. I don't care about Saquon, but I do know that Gabe's team, the Raiders,
Yeah, Crosby.
signed Max Crosby to a huge.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I mean, the guy is good. He's a beast. Don't get me wrong,
But I'm saying, like, Saquon, that falls under NFL news. You know what I mean? Like, that is kind of interesting. I'm saying that they extended him.
Yeah.
When they still had him on contract for at least another year. Max Crosby signed the highest non-quarterback contract.
that's right. So he's getting paid more than Saquon at this point.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. 90 million of that is guaranteed.
That's insane,
Dude.
He's a menace. Don't get me wrong.
I know, but are they? Is it becoming guaranteed contracts? I mean, that was like the biggest thing in the NFL was no guaranteed contracts because of the way these guys get hurt. But it sounds like, I mean, year after year with these big contracts, so much of that money is guaranteed.
It show you how much power is in the player's hands.
It's fucking crazy, dude. It's such a risk. That's he gets hurt, right? He gets hurt tomorrow,
Yeah, he's still getting his check.
right? That's $30 million of dead cap money
They have to have insurance on the contract.
sitting on the bench.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have insurance.
They have
with
insurance.
the major contracts.
Yeah. Okay. So the team can recoup some of that money, but what I'm trying to say, you can't sign that. That falls under the salary cap.
Right. It hurts your team. Overall.
Yeah. That's
If
insane.
you can't play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a beast, though. He's a disruptor.
he's a menace.
Man. He's a
Yeah.
disruptor. He's constantly, in that backfield.
I didn't see that coming though. Him?
No, I thought he was going to get traded. I thought he was kind of like he was on the he was
It
walking the
sounded
line.
fishy. It sounded
traded.
fishy when that came out. It was all speculation because he was visiting San Francisco. Like, he was on vacation. He's visiting San Francisco, and he made some social media posts that were vague from San Francisco. So people start. This is the thing with Raider fans, and it starts with Raider fans, and I hate the fact that it does because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. They really are.
Coming from a Raider fan.
They will pick at a story and find their own narrative. And they will start rumors on purpose just because they don't like the fan base is just, you have to remember it's a fan base from an entire region, not from individual cities. So they've been in LA, they've been in Las Vegas, they've been in Oakland. So you have all these 3 different regions.
They still pull for the team,
yeah. And a lot of them are just fucking dopes.
Well, you know what? Good for Max Crosby. I mean, this guy, he's set. Like I said, $90 million guarantee. I think it's a 3-year contract, I believe.
Imagine making that kind of money, man.
Yeah.
Insane. And then you got Jets released Devontae Adams, right?
Yeah.
Not a shocker,
No.
right? Everybody still says wherever Aaron Rodgers is going to go, wherever he lands, he's going to go. He's going to be with them. But you're hearing these rumors. Now, Gabe, what are you hearing as a Raider fan, right? I mean, because
I'm hearing that the Raiders have interest in Rodgers right now.
Yeah. And
please take him, sign him.
that's why I was hearing the same thing. Now, we brought this up on the pod, right? Back in January about Aaron Rodgers coming to the Giants.
We did.
And, I know, Mike, you said you shot it down right away.
Yeah, no, I'm not down for it.
I'm not down for it either. That's a stopgap. Let's
Yes, absolutely. He's a bridge.
But in a stopgap year with the draft that doesn't have a standout quarterback, why is that a horrible thing? You don't want to draft a quarterback right now.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah,
because there's better options that are veterans that know systems that are free agents.
Throw Shakur out there.
I'm ready to fucking me
take
too.
a shot. You know what I mean?
Me too.
After you see Jaden Daniels last year, first year kid go out there and make it to the playoffs. I always thought that they needed to be groomed about 2-3 years, right? Get that veteran guy. But the last couple of years, what's this kid in Houston? The quarterback there, CJ Stroud.
Yeah, CJ Stroud.
Right, and then you had Jaden Daniels,
Bo Nix in Denver.
Yeah,
Bo Nix in Denver. Big surprise to me. I didn't see that coming, but Sean Payton turned that kid into a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
So it's possible. You know what I mean? And why not? We're desperate.
So then
we got
you
the
do
third pick overall.
So if you do draft a quarterback, what round is one question, and number 2, where do you spread that money at for not having to pay that top dollar? I mean, do you draft them at that first round, or do you wait?
The third pick of the draft?
Their
But
first
you really
pick's
want
going to
that-
be a quarterback.
They're talking about trading up with Tennessee.
Yeah,
They're talking about this is part of their process right now. They're looking to trade up to number 1 with Tennessee and still possibly sign a veteran quarterback.
What's the other kid? Cam Ward.
Yeah. That's who I think right now he's trending higher than Shador Sanders.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't lose either way. I think as far as the analysts Mel Kiper and shit say, it's either one or two guys. I mean, do we have to give up any of our future? Let the Titans take whoever they want. Who's number 2?
Cleveland.
Cleveland's got Deshaun Watson. Are they going to really invest in another quarterback?
Deshaun Watson. They're ready to eat that money.
There's actually talk about them canceling out his contract because of the way he hurt his Achilles again. He tore his ACL again.
I think the Giants will have to trade up if they want one of those 2 quarterbacks, and I think they will. I think they're ready to find their guy. I'm ready for them to find their guy. It's been fucking too long. Right. I think one of those 2 guys could be it.
Why not wait for Archie next year?
You don't know. It's not like a lock. You're going to get him.
It's not a lock that that he's going to be the best talent coming out.
We're going to have the last pick anyway. We're going to win a Super Bowl. So.
My thing is this, like what you just said, right? Before, a couple minutes ago, you rattled off. You said Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix. We were talking about, right? A couple of the guys.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, CJ Stroud. So for those 3 guys that have had success, then you got your, Sam Darnold, right, coming out. Baker Mayfield at first, doing great now, but at first struggled.
I love him.
Jordan Love sat a couple of years, came out nice.
Yeah, but who's man, it's who the kid for the Jets. Who was the kid for the Jets that they went?
Oh.
They cut him to Denver.
Yeah.
He was number 2 pick.
Oh yeah, but he's garbage, right? Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. But another example.
Yeah.
Came out, right? Drafted number 2, started him right away, and look what happened. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, I hear what you're saying as far as you're throwing out those comparisons, but then here's 3 more comparisons.
Listen, it could go either way, right? I mean, there's no guarantees. And
absolutely, but I'm saying, but like then now you haven't. Jordan Love is probably the only one that comes to mind. Like in the past, I feel a few years that sat,
was groomed,
was mentored, and look what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing pretty well.
No, I mean that's the traditional way they used to do it.
Yeah.
20 years ago, but those days are long gone.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Behind Brett Favre.
Right behind Brett Favre. You know what I mean?
Now they're throwing their picks right into.
Yeah, but it's the success rate. I would love to see a stat on the success rate of that. I really don't think it's all that good.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so if you're signing a veteran, who's it going to be? Aaron Rodgers, or is Russell Wilson going to be available?
Russell.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins,
Fields,
Sam Darnold, Justin Fields. There's some guys out there.
Minshew.
I don't want Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why. I think it's because the Jets had him. I don't want their trash. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You know what's funny? That's kind of why I'm kind of leaning towards. You know what? Maybe we should sign him. This is why I feel right. He's got something to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Okay, those past couple of years, he left Green Bay, and those past couple of years in the Jets, we all know what happened. It was terrible, right? I would think he doesn't have to leave. He doesn't have to move. He could stay in the same house. He's going to the same building. I think he would love to stick it to the Jets. You know what I mean? And have success and do well. He has. I feel like we might be able to get him at a discount. You know what I mean? He knows where he's at right now. He was coming to the Jets to kind of be a savior. You know what I mean? To bring them to a Super Bowl.
Listen, the guy's a problem, man. He's a. Hold
on, that was the other thing, Mike. And one second, I'll make you make that. Let me just make that last thing you remind me. Dable is not Saleh. He's not. Dable is not going to let him run the show.
You think?
It's Dable's team, dude.
But Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, right? That was his problem in Green Bay. He wanted to run the offense, and the Jets let him do that, and this is what they got out of it. I kind of put this analogy. Joe's eating a chicken burrito. He's halfway, 3/4 of the way done with it. He turns to me. He's like, "Oh, Mike, this thing's delicious, but it just upset my stomach. Do you want the rest?" What the fuck do I want? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Can I give you a wild card?
That's a good analogy.
Sure.
Better than McDonald's.
Let me throw this out to you. What if it's a veteran that has shown improvement over the years and maturity and leadership? Jameis Winston.
I take a shot for the price. I take a shot
for a year, for a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Bridge him to the next guy. That's not a bad one.
Honestly, you know what? I like the idea of Justin Fields. I mean,
me too. I do too. But everybody says he's going to the Jets, though. Everybody seems that he's like a lock for the Jets.
Why is that?
That's what I don't know. Just that's what I'm hearing.
Because I think you could get him at a great price, and the kid was a number 1 pick, right? It didn't work out in Chicago.
No, I don't think he was number 1.
I think he was.
Was he number 1?
Yeah,
I think he was too. But what year was that? 19?
About 3 years ago.
I thought he came out the same year that San Francisco. Didn't San Francisco draft that guy who's with the Cowboys now?
He was number 1.
He was number 1, right? Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Lance something?
I'm wrong again.
No, but what's the kid in Cowboys? Lance something?
Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, yeah.
I thought that's the same draft, though, no? Whatever. I'm wrong. It doesn't matter.
I don't know, but just
no, I'm sorry. He was pick 11. He was round 1, pick 11. Justin Fields.
Justin Fields?
Who was number 1 in that draft?
Give me a second.
I don't know, because I remember Chicago, they had a bunch of picks and they picked them number 1. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm curious if it's Trey Lance. That's all. Hang on.
He's a young dude.
Yeah.
He's got talent.
No, I mean, he's a first-round draft pick, I like that. You haven't heard that? You guys haven't heard
about the Jets?
Trevor Lawrence. It was Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so wrong again.
And then Zach Wilson, and then Trey Lance, and then Kyle Pitts. What happened to Kyle Pitts?
He sucks.
He's still in Atlanta, right? Yeah, I mean, not doing anything.
Jamar Chase was after Kyle Pitts, and then
Kyle Pitts was 4 in that draft?
Actually, with this new quarterback, with Michael Penix.
Kyle Pitts was picked 4th in that draft?
He started playing a little better.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Three Giants fan and
bunch of different views.
Well, no,
I
you
just
two
want-
seem to agree.
I just want to watch fucking quality football. I'm tired of watching this bullshit.
Right? I want to be competitive. You know what I mean?
I know, it's embarrassing.
Like I turn the TV on Sundays, basically not excited because we're probably going to lose.
And honestly,
No, you should record the game.
I tell you guys right now, I don't care who they have behind center. If they don't fix this fucking offensive line again this year, we're gonna have problems.
It was better this year though.
But dude, I mean,
In the beginning, it was better.
Aaron Rodgers, you know, and then I don't want to beat this to death, but his numbers last year weren't terrible.
No, they weren't.
He threw like 29 touchdowns. I think maybe half of that was interceptions. You know, maybe 15 interceptions. 4,000 yards. I mean, it wasn't terrible. You know, when was the last time we had a quarterback do that? Eli Manning.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying.
Eli had 29 picks to go with the 29 touchdowns.
I know. Hey, he's still
A lot of them
still
off
a
the
quarterback.
receiver's hands. You know, they got to be a staff for that.
Still our quarterback.
I love that guy.
But yeah, it's gonna get interesting now. I mean, this is it. I guess where free agency really starts to kick in with the NFL, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Leading up to the draft.
Be interesting.
All right, guys, I want to ask you, right? We kind of touched on this a little bit last week about our New York Yankees, right? We brought up their whole, the change in the facial hair, change in the. Is it me? Is it just me? Am I the only one at this table that's worried about the Yankees right now? I mean,
No.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
opening day is less than a month away, and we don't have a third baseman. Okay, Giancarlo's we don't know what's going on with him, right? Luis Gil now is on. He's not pitching for like 7 weeks or something like that.
Some shit.
Yeah,
What's the
and
story
then,
with
and then
DJ?
Joey's favorite pitcher, Stroman.
He's our fucking ace right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Love you, bro. Come on, go out there and do it for us.
Gabe is like, here we go. Once again, these spoiled Yankee fans, right? Season hasn't even started and panic setting in. Yes, Gabe, that's what happens here.
What's the famous horse that they made a movie about? You know, that won the Triple Crown and shit.
Secretariat.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna call Stroman from now on. Secretary.
Oh, you guys saw the tattoo I sent.
Yeah.
I'm a historian. Remember? You said that.
Oh yeah.
It's too early to be worried.
Yeah, no, I know,
It's
man.
way too early.
I know.
You
I mean,
what
a little bit.
Jazz could play third base if we needed.
Then who's playing second?
We could put somebody in second. I'm sure they have someone down there. What about this kid Lombardo? 19-year-old kid, knocking the ball out of the park every day, bro. He's fucking crushing.
There you go. What does he play?
Outfield, all over the place.
Well,
Look, I don't know.
Big young 19-year-old knocking the cover off the base.
Dude, Aaron Judge is going to be 33 next month. Okay, the window's fucking closing. I mean, it's getting tight. It's getting smaller and smaller. I'm just saying, I'm a little worried. DJ LeMahieu, right? That's our third baseman as of now. He's hurt. I mean, it's
I
just.
heard he was injured. What's the prognosis?
He has
I don't
feet
know.
issues. He's had them for fucking years. I think it's his toe again.
I mean, at what point do we just say, okay, man, thanks, bro? It was
I know.
great.
No,
It was
but
good.
no. He's serviceable, right? I mean,
Well, no,
it's
Aaron
not-
Judge is the one who said, he goes, I think it would be a detriment if we lost him.
Yeah. He doesn't have the personality to make me feel like he's a good clubhouse guy either. He's very low key, laid back. But when he's on,
He's a
on.
great hitter, yeah.
Yeah.
He's won a batting title.
Won the bat a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so he could pass knowledge on to these kids, and you know.
I don't know, dude. I'm a little fucking worried.
I just
Yes.
fucking hope the Mets don't win 40 games.
Yeah, so I heard like what was it Iglesias signed with the
Padres
today. Yeah, so they were thinking that maybe the Yankees were going to take a shot on Oh my God! But
fuck that.
Nah, yeah, that shit was so dumb. So they should be embarrassed. Is he saying Gabe?
Yeah.
Gay.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Either way, same thing, right? All right, so I guess it's just me. I'm the only one that's worried about the Yankees.
Nah, I'm excited. I'm excited for warm weather in baseball. That's what I'm fucking excited.
oh, that'd be great.
The Yankees get a slow start. As long as they finish strong, I'll be all right.
Yeah, you got to believe in Cashman.
No, I mean, dude, yes, I hear you. The fucking season's endless. But I'm just like,
He's a real dealer, you know, and they have a farm team, you know, bring the guys up.
Oh, they can't be picked as favorites anymore without Soto, right? They can't be picked to win the AL East again.
nah.
I
But then
haven't
who
checked
is?
like FanDuel or anything like
But
that.
then, yeah, but then who is?
I don't
Maybe
know.
Boston. I heard Boston has a pretty good team. I don't know.
They had a good young team last year. They were young.
And
They-
Baltimore, right? They've
Yes, yeah.
been doing pretty well. Even Toronto's been,
yeah.
you know.
Dude, part
It's
of
a
me
tough-
wanted Vlad.
tough division.
I wanted to sign Vlad Guerrero. I thought adding him would have been a nice piece.
It's not over yet, though. Apparently, and maybe he hits free agency next year. Is that what it is?
Next year.
Yeah.
All right. So that whole beard
Yeah,
thing.
but no, but he said something, right? Like something that
He said he would never play for the Yankees.
yeah, he got treated like somebody yelled at him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ken Griffey Jr. all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. And he feels like the Yankees kind of slighted his father or something, I guess.
Yeah. Imagine being him though, being in clubhouses and on MLB baseball fields since you're a little kid.
Yeah.
Just around the game your whole life.
Yeah.
You know his dad played for the Ducks too, right?
No.
Yeah, Vlad.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did you watch him?
No, I didn't get to see him. He played. Yeah.
You guys go to a lot of Ducks games or
No.
Oh, dude, I go to at least 3 or 4 a summer.
I try to do it like at least once a year. Bring
You could sit right on the field.
Yeah, my kids aren't interested.
No.
No.
$20 a ticket. It's fucking fun. It's a good night.
Dude, we sat right on the third baseline, and the guys were literally coming up and giving my grandson balls.
Yeah.
And shit, you know,
That's
what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, I could never afford to do that like on a Yankee game.
You could really hear the crack of the bat in that stadium. You know?
Oh no, it's fun, man. I think it's a great night out. Me personally,
Yeah.
and it's affordable. You know what I mean? At least it was. I don't know about these days, but it was.
Yeah.
All right, sticking with New York sports, guys. I got a, quick question. That
Hold
especially,
on. Can I continue that for 1 second?
yeah. Well,
Pat Mahomes' father pitched for the Ducks as well.
okay.
And did I send you guys the thing where someone asked him during Super Bowl week about the Ducks, and he goes, "I might have to come out there and hit, do some batting practice."
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Doesn't he have some problems though?
He got in trouble.
The father.
Yeah.
The father's fucked
Right.
up. Yeah.
He's got some drinking problems.
Yeah. I think he got a DUI or something.
So does Michael Jordan's son.
I think he's had 3 DUIs.
The father?
Yeah.
All right. That it, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So sticking with New York sports, I want to ask you guys. This is. It pains me to ask this, but I want to ask you guys: are the New York Knicks overrated?
I don't know if overrated is the right word.
No.
They're a good team.
Good team.
They're being billed as a good team. I don't
Okay.
think they're contenders though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like we see their record against
Good team.
good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just got Did you guys watch the game last night?
No.
That fourth quarter, what I'm saying, last night
Manhandled.
was horrendous. It was terrible.
And they had all their starters out there? Or?
They didn't have Karl Anthony Towns. He's what's up with him, dude? He said he was out for personal reasons, but is it anything serious?
I have no clue. I haven't heard.
I mean, he's a major part of the team.
Yeah.
Absolutely major part. But we got Mitchell Robinson back, so that's kind of. He's not providing the offense.
Right.
That Karl Anthony.
How
Towns.
good is Jalen Brunson? Who would have ever thought he would turn out to be this player?
Honestly, dude, you know who I think? I think himself, his father. And Tom Thibodeau. I don't think anybody else.
Bro, he's one of the best guards in the league.
Because Dallas sure didn't, because they let him go.
They gave
I know.
gave up
You know
on
what I mean?
him.
But he didn't play like this.
No, but they're on record saying like they messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, they're on record saying they messed up. They had no idea, like you just said, they had no idea he would be this kind of player.
It's fucking clutch, man.
Yeah. Leads
49%.
the league in clutch points.
Listen,
Yeah.
the NBA make it to the playoffs, and then it's a whole different story.
True.
And hopefully,
No,
you get healthy by that time.
I hear, but bro, you notice they've been stagnant in a third place team in the East. You know what I mean? They just been kind of hovering, like staying there. Like their best chance is to get to second. They're not going to catch Cleveland, to go to first. So their best chance is to get to second. You know what I mean?
But they're fine at third.
No, I hear you. But
Get in
I'm
the
just
tournament.
saying though, I'm just worried like that they're because when they play against these good teams,
When they play Cleveland
They're
and
out,
Boston, they're getting smoked. It's
Yeah.
not even fucking close.
Boston smoked.
Yeah.
So
OKC smoked.
You need a 3-point shooter. I mean, I guess that's what it is at this point, right?
We need Anthony Edwards. I want that guy.
You need toughness, I think, man. I think we're lacking some toughness.
We're lacking heart. The team is not.
I'm going to be on. That's
Last year, it was built on heart. And desire.
DiVincenzo, man, was a
Yeah.
fiery, feisty guy.
It's hard. You can't bottle that shit.
What kind of seasons he having?
I don't think too well. I don't know if he's.
I haven't heard his name anyway.
Yeah, I know Julius Randle has been hurt.
Yeah. It's all up to Brunson's father, according to DiVincenzo, right?
They're all. I saw them on the podcast. They're all good though. There's no beef there.
Yeah. I got to check out that podcast.
But listen, hopefully they get better as the season keeps going. They got a great record. I mean, they're a good team, but they might be a piece away.
And listen, you don't know these other teams, like injuries play a big role. So
True.
listen,
Kyrie
hang there. Kyrie just got hurt.
Kyrie went down, yeah.
And just hang in there and let's get to the fucking playoffs, and you never know what's going to happen.
Can you imagine how irate these Dallas fans are?
Oh,
right?
Man.
You let Luka go, right? You trade Luka.
Oh, he's playing
You get
great
Anthony
with
Davis. The
fucking
first
Lakers.
fucking game Anthony Davis plays with them, he goes down, he's injured.
Yeah.
Right? And now Kyrie's out for the season. Oh my God.
Yeah, but apparently, I mean, that's playing into what the owner wanted. Did you hear that she did it on purpose? She took a dive because she wants to move the team out of Dallas to Vegas, I believe.
Isn't it Mark Cuban?
No, he sold the team to some woman.
I think he has a very small
And she wanted to build a casino, I believe it was. And it went down to a vote and blah, 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 got turned down. And so out of spite, this is how she's decided she's going to get out of.
Wow.
Vegas, blowing up, right?
Yeah.
Football, right? They're about to get a baseball team.
And now, she's trying to push to go there with the basketball team.
Does Vegas not have all that already, though?
No, I know.
Yeah, because of gambling. For years, it's always been a taboo, with professional athletes and gambling. Now we have all these websites and it's legal in fucking 48 out of 50
You ever watch a
states.
sporting event on Apple TV? Like an Apple TV produced event?
Yankees. No. Just when the Yankees play on Apple TV.
Yeah. You ever noticed, though, before every pitch, they give you fucking odds.
Really?
They give
live
you
odds.
Live odds every pitch. It's gonna be
In-game.
it's gonna be put into play. It's gonna be swing and a miss. It's gonna be fucking.
How do you feel about that? I don't know, man. I gotta be honest. I think it's just too easy.
They're pushing it because I honestly, maybe some people don't know, but gambling is an addiction like fucking drugs or smoking cigarettes or drinking
I was
coffee,
addicted for a long time.
And to
You were?
Oh yeah, I had a bad problem. I haven't gambled in forever.
You play fantasy football.
Oh, this was the first time I played in probably 12 years.
Okay. Sorry.
No, but it's a serious problem, and I guess honestly, it destroys families just as bad as drugs, and so
No doubt.
Sorry.
So, I mean, you know what? I might even go into like fucking sometimes worse. Dude, my son, I thought I think we might have touched on this a few pods ago. When you were asking me I don't have, because you're like, you don't have an app. I'm like, no, I've never gambled online. Like I've never done that stuff. But my son has had he's like, oh, come on. It's a lock. This is a lock. It's like they make it so enticing, so easy. I feel like you're corrupting a lot of people with this, man.
Now you have celebrities endorsing it, influencing
Jamie
it.
Foxx and shit. Yeah. It's insane. The Mannings, right? They do it.
So what's their hockey team? What's the Vegas hockey team? Knights? Is that the Knights?
I'm not sure.
I think so. So what? They've been around 5 years, maybe, and I know they won the cup at least once.
First time, right?
Yeah,
like the first
might have been
year or two that they were.
They might have won twice. You know what I mean? Their WNBA team has won the championship twice at least. 'Cause I know they won it 2 years in a row. So it's becoming like kind of an attraction. I mean, obviously Vegas has always been an attraction. Bring people in, but
Never been.
never.
No. I've been.
No. It's funny. Mike
Two
and I were
things
just
really
talking
quick.
about it.
Two things really quick.
But
One, I saw the Knicks game last night, or some of it, as much as I could before they started just chucking up threes, and it was intolerable, and I turned it off. Number one. Number two, a movie called Two for the Money with Matthew McConaughey. We're talking about gambling. That movie is about sports gambling. If you haven't seen it, you need to fucking see it. This is how sports gambling used to be, where you would call a number and get all kinds of sports advice on gambling.
Oh yeah, we have friends like that.
we
Yeah,
got a friend that used to
be that guy to give you the advice.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Who?
It's a good movie.
You know,
We're not gonna
you
say.
live across the street from.
Oh yeah. I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's scary, man. It's scary how you could just how easy it is.
No, and so then
Middle of the game too.
they're dangling the carrot in front of these guys' faces. You know what I mean? The good thing with about legalized gambling is you have to have the cash. It's not like you're borrowing it off a bookie or anything like that.
Yes.
You're putting the money up front first.
Yep.
So usually at least you have that. I guess expendable cash.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
That is.
You're not borrowing and digging a hole.
Yes.
And,
You could only, like you just said. You know what I mean? You can't be dangling a watch, in front of some guy saying, "Hey, man, what is this going to get me?" You know what I mean?
right. How much you get to go off my bill for this?
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. You know what? I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Knicks are not overrated, and I hope they continue to do well. So we'll see what happens.
You think they're a better squad this year or last year?
That is, I mean, their record says they're better. You know what I mean this year, but I don't know. That means just me, Hardenstein, man. I miss that guy.
Yeah, me
You know
too.
what I mean? He was. That was a lot of toughness there with him. I miss DiVincenzo. You
Yep.
know, I don't know if this kid, you know, he's part of the Villanova 4 as well. What the hell? The guy from Brooklyn.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Bridges, yeah.
I don't know if Bridges is, you know, I don't know. I'm still,
He's not buying
still
in?
up in the air, man. If that trade was, you know, was worth it. They gave up a bunch of number ones for him.
Yeah.
I think 4 number ones, maybe 5, you know?
But the other end of the Dallas trade, Lakers receiving Luka, and it seems like he's starting to gel with fucking
Dude,
King.
they have moved up. They're
James.
the number 2 seed right now in the West.
Yep.
They broke some kind of record where both of them got like 30 points and I don't know. Like,
LeBron's still
I guess a double.
41 or 4. He's still fucking balling.
Still get, dude,
Crazy.
put up numbers from like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
On that note, Little Bronny, they actually say is the worst NBA player that ever existed, right? Did you see these
playing for
stats?
the
No, I didn't see that. He's been in the G League.
Yeah, but he has the worst field goal percentage ever of anybody.
Oh, really? I thought he was
I
improved.
don't know. Maybe it's something
Yeah.
I saw that wasn't legit, but that's the rumor out there.
I thought last I heard he was kind of improving. He was doing pretty well. That he was going to
I don't
eventually be
know.
an NBA player.
We should check that because
Let's see.
saw it like 4 days ago.
Okay.
Unless he's fucking put up 100-point games.
All right, guys.
He's minus 9.3 on splits.
Minus 9.3.
He's 21.9 points per game, 5.4 rebounds,
21 points a game is not bad.
5 assists.
That's legit.
I think. I mean, I think right now, if we looked up nepotism on Google, right, this is
yeah.
what will come up, right? Picture of him and his dad.
That was like a courtesy draft.
All right, guys. Moving on from sports, right? We had a presidential joint address to Congress. Did you guys happen to catch this? I know Gabe did.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys didn't? No?
No.
Mike, you didn't?
No.
Come on. Why not?
Mike.
Time with that shit.
Don't be rude.
Where's all the Trump drops? I can't find them.
I'm going to be honest. I did not watch, from start to finish.
And we say bye-bye.
It was
That's my favorite one.
China.
it was very long. But I have to say it was kind of from what I did see, it to me at least, it was kind of like a microcosm of like where this country is right now, man. Fucking split.
Oh, yeah.
Down the middle, you know what I mean? How you just had, just Republicans and Democrats, and half the room is standing up cheering, the other room, the other half is, holding up props, and
he was calling them
not
out,
doing
too.
anything. Yeah, it's I don't like it. I don't like it.
So here's the funny thing about that. There was a poll that came out on CNN that said the Democrats just look really bad in that situation. 20% of the people voted on CNN saying that their demeanor, their outbursts, their little signs, it was just in bad taste. Not standing for the kid with cancer, the guy that just got freed from imprisonment.
But doing shit like this is nothing new.
Booing Elon.
Like I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh yeah, she's had her outbursts.
Yeah, during Biden's speeches and shit like that. You know what I mean? So this is nothing new. I mean, and in America anyway. If you go to Europe, these guys are fist fighting on the fucking floor.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, did
so
you-
we're kind of like civilized protesting inside. It's not so bad.
Where was
So
it?
the only part that to that point, once you're called out on and you're told to shut up, and you shut up. I mean, that's just part of the rules that they have for the Senate. And this Al Green, he just kept going, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. So that's when they said, "Oh, you know what? By the rules of this Senate, you're out of here. Get the fuck out."
Oh, they
So,
threw somebody.
I mean-
they threw him out last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
He was removed. Sergeant at Arms came in and removed him.
Like he was shaking his stick at Trump and just talking shit and
Yeah,
During
but
his speech.
But like Mike said, though, I mean that happened on the other side too. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
had
but
Marjorie
when they
Taylor
were
Greene.
told to shut up, they
You had,
shut up. And
what's her
sat
name?
down.
Boebert, right? I mean, she's
Yeah.
made some kind, outbursts and stuff. There's been a few.
Yeah, I don't
people-
agree with all that either.
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to have some sort of respect.
But
for
when I'm saying, they're like,
that's-
oh, it's atrocious. It's politics. This is what these people, they didn't get their winner, so they're not going to sit there and fucking, applaud.
They pouted. Is what
I mean, listen,
pouted.
kids dying with cancer and stuff. You got to be a fool. Anybody in America, you got to be on the side of, kids with cancer and shit. Like, don't be stupid,
So humanity.
So you feel they should have applauded?
Listen, I never disrespect anybody, especially little kids that are dying. Are you kidding me?
But do you feel they should have applauded them?
Me personally, I would have. I can't tell anybody else what to do.
No, I'm just asking, do you feel like did you wish they would have? Like if you were there, you would have stood up? Because I think
I didn't watch it. But
Okay.
this is the story. You guys are saying, like, if you disrespect a kid with cancer, you're not a fucking human being. You gotta have a heart. And I thought that's what the Democrats are about: humanity and heart. You don't disrespect someone that's dying, especially a little kid.
Yeah.
all right, so let me ask you, right? So now, because to me, the way it seemed,
I didn't watch it though.
okay, so the way it seemed to me is that it was like
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
they were like almost like told. You know what I mean? Like they had a game plan. They're very organized, in my opinion. They're very organized, both parties. You know what I'm saying? Very organized, sending out their message, getting their message out there. And to me, I think it was like they had a message. They were told nobody's, going to be standing up and applauding in all the situations.
Right.
And I think so. Like what you said, right? So you're sitting there. You'd be, let's just say you were on that side, right? And the situation comes up, and they're talking about this kid who's been battling brain cancer ever since he's 5, 6 years old, whatever. He's 13 now, and they're kind of making him an honorary Secret Service agent and all the stuff. You know what I mean? They're just praising the kid, picking him up. Now, obviously, some people could look at that as like, okay, this kid's being politicized to make him look good. The president look good. Yes, there's not. You could always. There's always.
Right, it's a show. Like
there's always two ways to look at it. You know what I mean?
We should be there talking about the economics of the country and what we're going to do to make things better. But
Well, we were. They did.
Yeah, no, they did. They did. But I'm saying,
what's the plan?
So what I'm saying is that this situation, like I'm saying, where there's probably people like for you, you said you would stand up and do it. But what if you were told not to? Nobody wanted to be that first person, in my opinion. That's how I looked at it. I looked at it as probably there might be some people that were there clapping, but nobody wanted to be the first person to stand up because, of whatever repercussions they might face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me, the way I saw it.
They talked a lot about the economics.
And what they say?
All the money that Doge has recovered and saved the United States. Are we getting
all the new
stimulus checks,
contracts?
by the way?
I don't know, but you hear things.
Yeah.
Be nice. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That worked out great last time.
Dude, some of the stuff that
What?
we
Wait. What?
Stimulus checks.
You didn't get one?
No, I didn't. I never got any handout from the government.
No.
No, actually, and I'm debating whether I should collect unemployment this week.
Hold on. What about when people were home?
Nope.
You weren't getting paid to be home?
Nope. Never. Go check my taxes.
Okay.
Never.
All right.
Never received a check. Never fucking
I feel like
signed.
we've had a conversation, but maybe I'm mistaken. Okay.
Not me.
You didn't get a tax rebate from that the
No.
following year?
No, Gabe. I never received anything, any stimulus. I refused. I didn't
can't
apply
Why do you
for
refuse it?
I didn't apply
I
for
thought
it.
everybody got
Yeah,
it.
My kids got it. Don't
was
get me
sent
wrong.
automatically.
I just never fucking.
Yeah, but some people just got it automatically, right? You just got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, when
You don't
we
apply,
taxes.
you don't apply for
Yeah.
it or anything.
If you
It
filed
just
your
showed up on my
taxes, it
bank
went,
account, to be honest with you.
that's where I think mine went. I
Yeah.
felt mine went to my bank account.
I never got a check with my name on.
No, I think it went to your
Trump.
bank account though.
No, it does.
I think your wife's holding out on it.
May I respect that?
Yeah, I don't check my bank account like I should. I'm very irresponsible
I'm just saying,
like that. But
you know what? I bet you that week you got chicken cutlets.
She's a hero.
but I asked for meatloaf. That's a fucked up thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Like I said, to me, it was. I didn't like what I saw. I don't know. I just didn't like what I saw. I'm just saying, not even as Democrats should have done this and Republicans should have done. I just didn't like what I saw. How divided we are, man.
I agree.
It
doesn't have to be that way.
It's sad.
Or it shouldn't.
It
So
really is.
I think there's the perception doesn't meet reality, and all the polls after last night showed that. Like
What
Trump's up in the polls, and okay, let me show you really quick. This is from CBS. This is from last night. Views of Trump's speech amongst watchers: 76% approved.
That's watchers, right? So that's not broken up by party.
Right.
Okay.
But so listen, you guys
time
watch.
Trump spent on issues that
plan?
you care about, 63% said a lot.
I saw the thing with the tariffs made the stock market fucking plummet a little bit.
It did.
Like, what is the plan for the economics and inflation?
I think it's going to be a situation. Just me personally, I think it's going to be a situation of it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What did he say? Reciprocal tariffs start next week or next month?
I mean, what Canada's talking about, Canada's talking about really
shutting power off.
Putting the fucking squeeze on us.
Yeah. Cost of goods are going to go through the roof. I think you're right. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And how does that help Americans?
Right now, it doesn't. In my opinion, I don't think it does.
I heard a fucked up stat too. More people have lost their federal government jobs due to Doge than illegal immigrants rounded up and sent and deported. It's almost twice as much Americans lost their jobs than illegal immigrants rounded up and deported.
I've never seen those numbers.
Yeah, I saw a stat the other day.
Would be too crazy.
It was a little wonky to me though. The Social Security numbers. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
What happened with
There's like 3.5 million people 125 years and older getting fucking Social Security tax.
Yeah.
And it was even,
So,
I don't know if
there was one that's 300 years old.
Elon actually was on Joe Rogan explaining that. And what they're saying is they're being paid out in a certain way. So what happens is there's a they call it an alive check. If a person they dispatch some sort of a query if this person is still alive or not, so they can cut off all the benefits, because obviously they don't want that to keep going out. So the system that they're using is dated, very dated, he said. It's not up to date, and it hasn't been for quite a long time. So what's happening is they're doing these checks, and either they're coming back as this person is deceased, and they're knocking that person off their list. But what they're not doing is transferring that information to the other bureaus, the other agencies that pay out certain things like Medicaid, other food vouchers and that sort of thing. So those things are still being paid.
Okay.
They're not necessarily still collecting Social Security as much as they're still collecting aid as a benefit from Social Security.
All right. Well, they didn't paint it that way.
No, that just sounds like
no.
Yeah.
And
millions of people get paid.
That's the reason why it's very hard to explain. It's not black and white.
Dave, I sent you just now a video of Joe Rogan explaining a little bit of it if you want to play it. It's a short clip. You brought up
to my email?
Yeah. You brought up Joe Rogan.
Was Elon on Joe Rogan again recently?
Yeah, on Friday.
Oh, really?
Since the beginning of the year, is this true that Elon has had 2 more children?
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
An estranged child or something. 2 came forward, right, or something?
Yeah, two different ladies. So I think it's like 13 and 14 or something like that, or 12 and 13 kids.
Now, is he with anybody? No,
No.
I mean, I'm being serious.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, he just likes the sex.
He just likes fucking having kids.
I mean,
He just likes setting up single women for life.
The one kid was X. This is Y, Z, and then what? It goes like A squared, B squared. I don't know. What do you name the kids?
People are receiving Social Security that are 150 years old. But I don't think that is the reality as it's being explained by people who understand COBOL, the language, and this computer programming language that they use is ancient, right? Which is kind of crazy that they're still using that, right?
It's the government. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
So some guy who understands it was explaining that if certain factors aren't taken into consideration or certain things aren't entered in, like date of birth or when there's certain things
or date of death, or,
right? But it doesn't even necessarily mean that all these people are receiving checks,
right? They're just listed on the files,
right?
And it doesn't mean money's going out to them. And so, again, from a messaging perspective, does Elon need to screenshot that and then send it out as a tweet or whatever we call X nowadays, and then suddenly you've got a couple million people going, oh my God, we're paying dead people. Well,
right. That's the problem with being hyperbolic. Now they're talking about
I mean, chances are dead people don't have bank accounts anymore, right? So are we really paying dead people?
Well, they might be getting checks, might be going out.
Yeah, but to who? To where?
Well, that's the problem, is that money's allocated for that person. So that's when they say they're saving money.
Yeah.
Is because that allocation is stopped going to these people or these things as a benefit of Social Security.
Got it.
All right. I mean, right. Well, let's see.
So my question about the COBOL, because I understand that, and that totally does make sense, but that's on the principle of 150. It doesn't explain the other ages beyond 150. So there is some sort of merit to the alert that's being
Social
thrown
Security
out.
set up fucking in I don't know 1700s.
No.
Social Security?
There was one person that was 300 years old.
That's what I'm saying, though. You know, so what does that make their date of birth? 1776.
No, that's 250 years.
So you tell what is it? What is
It was 100 years older than the United States or something like that.
Yeah.
Trump
So
said.
you have to put in. You have to.
I mean, come on.
You have to put in another factor is human error. Back in the day, these things were all put in by hand, manually, not scanned or anything else. So someone could have fat fingered it
The
instead
U.S.
of a
government
2.
needs to
It's a
step it up.
5.
We should have fucking state of the art software and systems in place
I agree.
by now.
Right.
I agree. I mean, we go to space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They actually had the first commercial spacecraft land on the moon. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah, built by Firefly. It only stands about 6 foot fucking 10, tall, but it's like a little, I don't know, like pod thing, but it's doing like 10 experiments for NASA. I think it cost them $44 million to build, fire up, and get land, and they have a contract with NASA for $110 million. So, they're making $60 million right off the bat on the first drive. But it was the first commercial flyer that they sent.
Interesting.
There.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard about potential privatization of the Postal Service, right? How do you think that's going to shake down? Because that's another agency that is
I haven't heard
Really quick,
shambles.
here's video of that landing. It's 3 minutes. I don't think
This
we
looks
want
fucking
it.
fake. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't know. That looks like AI.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get in, we'll touch on that question about the post office, but real quick, let's just go around the table real quick. Do you guys believe that we landed on the moon in 1969?
Yes.
I do.
You do?
I do.
I do too. Okay.
Hell no.
That's all we can know.
I hope we did. But I have seen things that could plausibly say no.
Okay.
So I hope for the best, because that would be fucking tragic if it's not true.
Yeah. I mean, this is it's going on 56 years. It'll be 56 years this summer. You know what I mean? That's pretty good. All right, Joey, what were you saying about the post office?
No, it's just another agency, not run by the government, but it has federal ties.
Yeah.
That is in shambles, and they've been talking about privatization since I worked for it a long time ago. Amazon, I'm hearing
Really?
To deliver mail.
to deliver mail. I've read that in a few different spots.
Is Bezos one of Trump's buddies?
I mean, I don't know.
Bezos
Yeah.
seems like he's trying to warm up to him a little bit.
They're basically at 60% of the addresses in the country anyway every day. So why not just bring the mail?
That would be great if they also stopped junk mail, because that's all I fucking get these days is junk mail.
No, but
So,
I mean,
all
junk
right.
mail is basically all I get.
So how would that be then? Would they absorb the postal workers as Amazon workers?
I think so.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, I mean-
I don't know that.
See, to me, it's like if these guys aren't losing their jobs, then I'm like, all right, well, I really don't care who delivers my mail.
Yeah.
That's
You
just
turn
me
the
personally.
you turn the post office into Amazon facilities, because postal workers are already delivering Amazon packages.
Yeah. Right
Like
now,
on Sundays,
postal workers deliver anything under 5 pounds.
On Sundays, I get USPS delivery from Amazon.
Yep.
They'll have on Sundays. I mean, probably around here. I mean, I'm guessing maybe across the country. They just do deliveries.
Yep.
The post office. Obviously, no mail. But I mean, as long, if they're not losing their jobs, if these, instead of wearing United States Postal Service uniform, they wear an Amazon uniform, and I'm saying everything kind of stays the same. Their retirement and whatever, you know what I mean? Their thrift and all that stuff. Then, who cares? It's just me. At least
it bothers you though if they did lose their job.
If they did lose their jobs and like they just hired a bunch of Amazon people to replace them, that would bother me.
Does it bother you that if I told you that 76,000 Veterans Affairs workers are going to lose their jobs?
That's upsetting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's upsetting because I think we should. I don't think we do enough for veterans.
No.
And
76,000. What's going to happen to their benefits after that?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I really don't know. I think we've done. That was kind of part of my problem with the last administration was we've done so much for illegal immigrants. You know what I mean? We've given them so much money has been spent on them, and we have so many veterans that are homeless, that are dealing with all this, these their issues and stuff. The PTSD and all real issues. Yeah, and it's just like so to hear that they're losing jobs and stuff. Yeah, that definitely is regrettable to hear, upsetting.
This is one thing that I've always wished the government put more money towards was the VA. I have friends that struggle, the Republican and Democrat, to try to get into the VA for one reason or another, and it's a fucking battle every single time. This is just goes to show that this is just mismanagement by the government once again, and this is why we need DOGE, is to figure out which agencies are being mismanaged and to get them fixed. This isn't about Elon taking money for himself. This isn't about Elon stealing people's social security numbers. This is about
how much money Elon makes on government contracts a day?
That's not what this is about. That's not what we're talking about right now.
He makes $8 million a day on government contracts.
I know he's got like $200 billion.
So, don't tell me things aren't about money. But, listen.
He's had these contracts for how long, though? This isn't new.
These aren't new contracts with the new administration?
Say it again?
He hasn't signed any new contracts with the new administration?
No.
No?
No. The last one was with Biden in December 2024.
Okay. I don't know. I'm asking. But
is that it's $8 million?
$8 million a day.
That sounds like a nice fucking daily
day.
Fucking.
And this is the guy that's in charge of cutting your fat.
It's going to his
company. This is the guy that's in charge of cutting the fat. You know what I mean?
Say that again, Gabe?
Let's get it straight. It's not going to Elon. It's going to his company, which has stockholders, which goes to the stockholders.
Well, you do get that, right? It's not like he's putting $8 million. I'm just saying, but it's not like he's putting $8 million.
He's a majority stockholder of each one of those companies. Yes, Starlink.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, Tesla.
Yeah, but
he's also way before. He's also one of the world's biggest philanthropists.
You think it was all in the plan?
No. I'm just asking. Like, this is the guy that's cutting our fat. And meanwhile, maybe those contracts could be cut down on $8 million a day. I don't know. Do us a favor. How about that? You're the economic guy. You're the one that's looking to save money. Sounds like a lot of money to me. Maybe you could do something better. I don't know.
Do you know how much money the Bidens made during his administration?
No, you.
I don't know. I'm just you're spitting out numbers, bro.
No.
You only tend to find out the information. You know what I mean? You don't.
I'm sticking to a subject. Biden's yesterday's news.
But I'm saying,
Elon's today's news. He's an unelected bureaucrat that's in charge of your country.
But bro, I gotta be honest. It's hard.
All
to take
bureaucrats
you seriously.
are unelected.
It's hard to take you seriously, Mike. I love you, bro. Love knowing you forever. But it's hard to take you seriously.
Hey, breaking news.
All
bureaucrats are unelected.
Is fucking go on one, but you will not. You have no information about all the stuff that's been going on the past 4 years.
Do you have information?
I have.
Then obviously it wasn't that big of a problem.
No, but Mike, I'm not standing up here fucking trying to doing that. I'm not sitting there like, hey, do you know how much this guy made? Or how do you know what? I'm not doing that.
But this is a guy cutting 76,000
but I didn't do that
employees of the federal government for the Veterans Affairs. Meanwhile, he's making $8 million a day. I think there's a conflict
We've been
of interest
doing
there.
this pod for 15 months of the last last 15 months of the Biden administration, and you had nothing to say, brother.
What do you mean?
Nothing to say about that.
When you said he shit his pants and stuff, I laughed. I thought it was funny. Every joke about Kamala, I laughed. You know,
I'm saying, but they found it's been proven. I don't know the numbers. I don't know the stats.
About me asking about how many contracts he makes.
Trust me, I'm not getting insulted. I just want to know if you have that information. I just want to know if you have that information.
No,
if you
I
sit
only
there
have the
and say
information that he makes $8 million a day in his contract.
It's just funny to me. Like I said, it's hard to take you seriously.
Hey, listen,
it's funny to me that you
I don't
dig
know
in what you look
all
for.
the subjects in jeopardy, but if I know one, I'm good, right? You know what I mean?
That's not. That's a stupid analogy.
What do you mean?
That's a dumb analogy.
It's hard to know all the knowledge.
It's just I'm just curious, bro. I'm just curious. I see where your time is spent, and I'm just curious if you have anything to sit there and you
the
keep saying
previous administration, no.
To look back on stuff, because there's been so much talk about how many millions of dollars the Biden family has made, and it's never come. No, I'm saying there's been.
You tell
talk.
me.
Hold on, is this news to you? Is this news to you?
News that what? I've heard that they have, but no one
is
has
this
ever
news to you
proved
that
anything.
they've made so much money?
Yes, they have
made millions of dollars.
They never proved it.
No,
yes, they did.
I'm asking you. Have you heard about this though?
I've heard, of course.
And you never want to look into it?
Adrian,
I'm just asking you.
I would
never
look
want to look
into
into
it if they presented the evidence. There's no reports on it. They never got he never got impeached. Fucking, they had Hunter's laptop. Show me the fucking money. You know what I mean?
It's on Hunter's laptop. Why do you think they suppressed it?
Gabe, listen, we're at the point where your guys are in charge. You have all the evidence. You have everything. Suppress what? Bring it out. Bring it out to the public. Let us know how much he made off of Ukraine or whatever it is. Let us know.
He got pardoned, remember?
Let us know.
We would if he didn't get pardoned.
Exactly. And his whole family got pardoned going back 10 years, bro. You know what I mean? That's not fishy to you?
No. He's protecting his own.
And that's why
he always did.
And that's why I have a hard time taking you seriously on this.
He always protected his own.
That's why I have a hard time, bro.
Hey, Gabe, where's the Kamala song? I can't find it. What's it called on this thing?
You're like anti-government propaganda, bro. I'm not allowed to say.
Nobody said. Hold on. Nobody said you're not. When did I say you're not allowed to say it? But
you're getting insulted or something?
Not at all. Not at all. Like I said, bro. I can't be more honest. I'm looking you right in the eye, and I'm telling you, I have a hard time taking you, one of my best friends since 4 years old, taking you seriously when all you do is have information on one side, but you're not willing to go back and look into, you know what I'm saying, to compare.
Adrian, if you really want to look at the numbers, the stock market was better, the interest rate, everything was better at the end of Biden's term. So, I mean, if you want to start from there, the economy was, things are just getting worse right now. I saved all the numbers at the end. So in 4 years, we could go over this,
I know, but
on our 600 show.
You keep saying, like, I'm not, you're like, I can't say what I want to say. I'm not saying that at all. You say, you take me.
But me saying that Elon makes $8 million a day, that's a bad thing.
You're not going to talk over me. Let me finish. Okay. I'm just saying, by me kind of like having a rebuttal to you, you know what I mean? Or you're saying, all you keep saying is you're expressing your opinion. You're expressing your opinion. So if I'm expressing my opinion, I'm insulted?
You asked me what money did the Bidens make. Or I'm talking about not even President Trump. I'm talking about Elon Musk, who is not elected.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you.
Are you though? Are you hearing me?
I 100% hear you.
All right,
I 100% hear you.
This is a stranger in our government that's making a ton of money, $8 million a day.
His companies are making that.
Right.
He's not putting that into his bank.
That's right. I think you're a little misconstrued, bro. I think you think he's walking out with a bag of money every day.
Make no money. He don't make no money.
I'm not saying that.
And by the way, Mike, by the way, he doesn't have to be elected to do what he's doing. He's appointed.
No shit, Gabe. Obviously.
Yes. So he doesn't have to be elected. The argument that he's not elected is
not
bullshit.
An argument.
It doesn't matter what.
It's a fact.
What's true. It's a fact. He's not elected.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not elected.
But it doesn't matter. He's appointed.
I'm just saying people didn't vote for this guy to be in this position.
I agree.
And no one voted for Kamala in the primaries, but she was still there.
I just wish. Whatever. I said what I had to say. Bro, I promise you, I'm not offended.
But I would like, if you came back at me, I would like for you to have the numbers on the Biden administration and how much money they made off of it.
I don't. No, I'm just asking you a question. I don't. This just came up. I'm just asking you a question if you have that information. Because you seem to be spitting out information every single fucking day. You are texting the thread. You're spitting out information. Here on this podcast for the past few weeks, you're coming up with this information. So to me, I just feel like I just want to know. I'm asking you, since you sound like you have the information, do you have that information? That's all I'm doing. I'm asking you a question.
I do not.
It's not offense. I'm asking you a question.
No.
Because I maybe don't agree with you, that doesn't mean I'm offended by you.
It just seems that you attacked the point that I had no information on previously.
Bro,
You know, like,
dude, I
but
can't be
those
more
are
honest.
those are rumors.
I'm looking you in the
They
face
never came
and
out with
looking you
numbers
right
like
now.
that. Otherwise,
I cannot
would give
be
you the
any
numbers.
more honest and more fucking straightforward than I am right now.
Okay,
Here's the numbers that you're asking for: 3.5 million.
that's not a lot of money.
Oh, so it matters how much money.
I'm just saying.
Now
that's
it
not
matters
a
how
lot.
much money. It doesn't matter that they
3.5 million?
took
What
money.
are you talking about? Elon makes that in fucking 4 hours with the government contract.
What I say, right? Often imitated but never duplicated.
That's
Fucking
right.
one and only Mike D.
Right.
Yeah.
Pelosi's husband made more than 3.5 million. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You know how much he's
What's
making?
3.5?
That's insider trading.
You know how much
Those
money
are
he's
fucking
making doing
crumbs,
Doge?
bro. What are we talking about here?
You know how much money
I
he's
love you,
making in Doge?
What?
Do you know how much money he's actually making in Doge?
He's not making
what he's
anything.
being paid?
He's not making anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's doing it for the kindness of his heart.
I mean, but
No,
at the same time, if his company's making $8 million, you know what I mean? I get it. He's the richest man in the world. I'm not that impressed that he's not taking any money for this. That, you know,
But
so I hear what you're saying, but I'm not that impressed by that.
Okay, but also his company just lost a bunch of stock, right? So how can he be making money and losing money and be this horrible person because he's only in it for the money? What on top of that, he's one of the world's biggest philanthropists, giving Starlinks away for free to people that need them. I mean, come on, you can't
he
have
never
it both
gets
ways.
nothing for free. Like, you know, my kid has a Tesla, and like you get
Of
free
course,
auto
nothing's for
driving,
free.
but they're actually accumulating the information to improve the systems and shit. You know, nothing's ever for free. You know,
But
they're
he's
using-
not charging these
they're using
people
it.
is the point.
Right.
But that's one of those things. I mean, you don't have to buy a Tesla.
Right.
I mean,
No.
it's your choice. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's other electric cars out there. I feel like Joey feels right now. Joey feels like he feels like mom and dad's fighting right now. That's what he feels.
He's looking shit up.
Yeah.
He's trying to find out how much fucking.
He just got real quiet. He's like, man, mom and dad's fighting again. You know what I mean?
I wish I had popcorn right now.
Shut the fuck up!
Dude, you could try all you want, bro. I'm always going to love you. All right, Mike? Always going to
And
love
we
you.
say bye-bye.
All right. Let's move on.
You hear the Giants have Kyler Murray on their radar?
I did hear that.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, with a trade for Arizona. I saw that earlier this evening, but I didn't give it too much
Yeah,
too much stock because
I'm not thrilled about that.
I like him.
he's a fucking Ewok, bro.
He can fucking move.
He came straight out of Star Wars, this little motherfucker.
We need a guy like him who can get the fuck out of the pocket when the fucking line breaks down.
Well, I mean, Daniel
hear
Jones.
that.
Daniel Jones could run. He was able to run.
Not like him.
No, not like him, but he's also what 6 feet tall, 5'11". I feel
He's short.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's 6.
Anyway, speaking of movies, right? I mean, you brought up
Ewok.
Ewoks and Star Wars. Gene Hackman died, man.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman died, and it's fucking just kind of funny. It's a weird story.
Fishy.
The fact that he died, his wife died, and then their dog died.
Dog, yeah.
And so right away, right? I think Mike, you brought it up when we were kind of like, I guess what it was brought to us about his death, right? Like carbon monoxide. I mean, like that's what everybody would have kind of.
Yeah, that was day one. I was like, what the fuck? It must be carbon monoxide.
I was with you. Like
Yeah.
I agree. That's kind of like you hear something like this, you think carbon monoxide, right? Everybody's dead. They all, and then it comes to find out, like, there's a story as time's gone by, days are going by. I think it's only been about a week or so. As time's gone by, that it's just the story keeps changing, and then it's like he had a pacemaker, and his pacemaker last registered on I think the 17th, right? And he was found on the 27th, so 10 days before. So they might have been dead for 10 days.
Yep.
You know what I mean, in that house. Then it seemed, then his wife was found, so he was on the floor of his kitchen, right? Cane.
Fully dressed.
Yeah, fully dressed. And then his wife was found in the bathroom.
Decomposed, right?
Started decomposing because they said she was mummified and stuff, right?
Yeah. So this is the like 10 days. This is where shit starts getting really weird, right? With the wife in the bathroom. Is she dead before him? Is that what we were led to believe? Like she's dead longer than him?
Well, she was found, her body was found with pills spilled over, right? And it was his blood pressure pills. So some people, they were speculating, they were saying like, okay, he collapsed, had let's say he had a heart attack, right? He had an episode, he had a heart attack. She's running to get his blood pressure medicine. You know what I mean? She slips and falls and maybe bangs her head or whatever the case may be, and she's dead. Like that's kind of like what they're leaning.
Yeah,
It's fucking.
No,
it's
but
weird.
It gets weirder because there's a dead dog involved, and apparently
They walked that back. They walked that back.
No.
The dog was misidentified.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, it came out today.
But no, a dead dog was found. Just not they got the breed of the dog wrong.
Yes.
So,
What do you mean?
But it's still a dead dog was found.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And,
It's just not.
it was their dog, right?
Well, but now are you
That's what I'm
hearing?
saying. Shit is weird.
Are
right
you
now.
Gabe? Are you like, and you guys hear like was this dog crated?
You hear crated in the closet. I
Oh,
don't know.
that's
I've
interesting.
Heard,
Because
I've
if
heard
it was in the
multiple
crate, it's
stories.
going to be dead.
Then it's gonna be dead. It's gonna die of dehydration. It's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna starve. I think if the dog was loose, fucking Gene Hackman and that chick are eating.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat
But
the.
there's 2 other dogs loose on the property that are alive.
But outside.
The front door is open, ajar. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
The door is
and a
ajar.
space heater is being put around. Like, it's very, very, very,
Well,
very, very
they're saying
weird.
maybe that's why she was kind of being mummified. She was in front of a space heater, right?
So that accelerated. Like, if they both happen to die on the same day, the space heater would accelerate the decomposing.
Maybe.
That's a possibility. That's a theory. They're still working on this, man. I don't know. It just how fucking weird is this story though?
It is.
You know what I mean? For them, and then like at first like they're saying no foul play, but then no carbon monoxide. Then like it's like what could it? How does this happen? I was just sad. I like Gene Hackman.
Yeah, no, I mean, come
great
on.
actor.
Great actor.
When I was a kid, he was Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? I mean, I honestly thought he was Lex until I saw him in other movies and shit. You know,
Just his voice.
what is it? 1981 Superman came out.
No, that was 70s, bro.
79.
Yeah, 78 maybe. I think.
Yeah, I was 2-3 years old. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's my fondest memory of him. He's been in 100 movies. I mean, dating back to like the 60s, I believe.
2 Oscars, man.
Yeah.
2 Oscars.
I heard he gets one of the most biggest royalty checks, like because he's been in so many movies
Oh, wow.
that he's one of these actors that get a ton of royalty checks.
You know, he was for a long time. He was the voice of the Lowe's commercials.
Really?
Yeah,
No idea.
yeah,
Wow.
for a long time.
95. God bless him. Let's just hope
95. Wow.
this demise was
I gotta follow-
messy, and he had no, he
Yeah.
did things on the up.
Hey, I hope so too. I hope somebody didn't fucking
I got to follow this because now I'm really intrigued.
hold on. But the other thing, did you hear this? Some weird behavior by his children.
I heard that he pulled out a big life insurance policy like a couple weeks or a month earlier. I honestly, I heard that, but I didn't
I saw a video of his 2 daughters hanging out in what looked like a grocery store. TMZ got this. And it was hours after the death. And they were like laughing with each other. Listen,
Oh, they knew he died.
they knew they
I mean, well, that's kind of hard.
they were
That's
together
hard,
because,
yeah.
they got the
Context,
news.
You know what I mean? And
True.
sometimes that just
They were laughing.
for the kind of the mood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
I don't know.
Definitely a strange story. A lot more needs to be revealed to us, investigation wise.
Yeah. Talk about true crime, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Weird. All right, I want to ask you. I've as you guys know, I mean, I've been having some issues. I'm in a boot right now, and I've been spending a lot of time. I have issues with my foot, and I spend a lot of time in doctor's offices getting MRIs. Actually, in between, in the dentist's office, a couple times, just for routine stuff, and it got me thinking. Right, I'm sitting there, and I'm in the office, even like down to like sitting in the barbershop waiting to get a haircut. What do you guys do when you guys go to a doctor and you're sitting in the waiting room?
I'll let you guess. One guess.
You're on your phone.
You're on your phone,
Yeah,
right?
Instagram.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Like you too? You too, Gabe?
Well,
Oh yeah.
definitely in the doctor's office. In the barber, if there's a conversation going on, I'll join in on that.
How fast? How fast is that phone coming out?
The minute you're by yourself.
As soon as you sit down?
The second your ass hits the fucking
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. So what did you do before smartphones? Let's go back to 2006.
Magazines.
Magazines, right? Maybe a fucking TV in the corner somewhere, right?
Yeah. If there was a TV in the corner, I'm a boob tube. I will try to lock in. But, usually it's like News 12 or something in the doctor's office. Who wants to watch that? I mean, after 10 minutes, they play the same shit over and over again,
Yeah.
But I will watch that for 10 minutes and then get on my phone.
Basically that TV right there.
I was. You had something to say?
Me? No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you did. I was kind of like trying to do like a little experiment. I was like, I'm not taking my phone out. You know,
What'd you do? You just sat around and
yeah,
looked around?
dude, I did. That's what I did. I just kind of, bro, I was looking at people and just even, I was actually like trying to engage in a conversation, like one of those things, like, yeah, like, you know, like, what are you in for? You know what I mean? Like something, you know, something like that. Just like, you know, joke around just to break the ice. And dude, I got nothing. I got nothing, dude.
This
Nobody
is a Seinfeld episode.
I could have been fucking
You're
invisible.
David Putty.
Yeah, I could have been invisible. No, people just aren't looking up. Nobody engages. Everybody's on their phone, bro. I even took it ready this far. Going to the deli. Wait, you know, you order a sandwich.
For your sandwich.
Bro, and you're just sitting there, fucking people just scrolling on their phone.
Hey.
That's what we are. This is the world.
We're robotic.
Yeah.
So what's funny is 2 weeks ago I had an appointment at the ortho for my shoulder to get a cortisone shot. In the waiting room, there's all these older people because they're old, you know, and frail, the broken hips and all that shit. But even they are on their phone.
I was just
like in their
ask that.
70s and 80s.
Is this with senior citizens too? Because I know my parents don't do that.
What do they do?
I don't know. My dad doesn't even have a smartphone.
So they just sit patiently and wait to be called?
Yeah.
Dude, there's no more magazines.
No.
There's no newspapers, no more magazines in these like doctors, like, you know, little waiting areas.
Yeah.
It's gone.
There's no more magazines.
No.
Really?
No. You know, at least not that I saw.
So do you think most elderly people have a smartphone?
My mom does.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom does.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I just found it interesting. And like I said, I was sitting there. I'm like, let me see what happens.
It is interesting.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to start definitely paying attention more.
I was in the casino this weekend, and
Where'd you go?
Mount Airy. Me and Mary pressed our luck. We had a great time.
They had to show up in disguises because remember that time Mike in the elevator?
The elevator?
No, that was Mohegan's son. And it's funny because I was about to say, I struck up a conversation. I was waiting at Guy Fieri's. Like she was playing. You know, it's like 6 o'clock. I'm like, we got to eat. She's playing. I'm like, I'm gonna go order something for us. So I go in there and they actually have like almost like a diner counter. So I went up to there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. Like these fucking chicks are like staring me in the eye and turning around the other way. So there's a couple at the counter eating, and you know, it just started striking up a conversation. I did not get on my phone because I'm trying. It's like at a bar when you try to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do not get on your fucking phone. You better be staring these people right in the fucking face, you know. But it was funny. Like by the time Mary caught up with me, I had made the order, but I was fully involved in a conversation with these two random strangers, you know, and I thought about it later on. I'm like, it doesn't happen very often,
right?
You know what I mean? No,
it wasn't the worst thing, right?
No,
Not
for me,
bad.
you know, I'm personable.
Yeah.
I like that shit. You know?
mean, I feel like when I was younger, I was like that. Now, I don't want to talk to anybody, bro. I want to just handle my business, whatever I'm there for, to order my sandwich or to fucking do what I got to do. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I definitely. What is that?
Someone's phone.
That's Gabe. Gabe. I hear you on that. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I was just like, I'm like just trying to do like a little experiment. And dude, I got nobody wanted any part of me. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to engage at all. And I'm like, this is the world we live in, man. And I see it with my son. You know what I mean? Like, you know how he is. I mean, I'll pick this friend up just the other day. I was bringing him to go to shoot pool. You know what I mean? And it's like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep talking.
Trying to be engaged.
Yeah.
But
the minute I saw, and I even think it was hard to tell because he was sitting behind me. It was hard to tell. I think the whole time he's on his phone. He's on his phone the whole time he's talking to me.
My son, dude, he just got a phone, and I'm like, dude, put the fucking phone down, man. Like, you don't have to have that in your hand all the time. So
no,
he's adjusting.
They do, man. They do.
He's adjusting.
But Dad, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that. He said that to me.
I learned it by watching you. Remember that commercial? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I guess that's where we're at. That's how it is. You know what I mean? I mean, I just sometimes I'll try to, in my head, I'm like, maybe don't pull it out right away. Let me just, see how long it can last.
I mean, it's a good device. It puts you in your own world. You're
getting information,
and you're doing what you want to do. You're listening to what you want to listen to. If it's music, if you want, me, I got Hulu, Roku, I got every fucking thing.
Wait. You're in a doctor's office. You're watching movies and watching shows.
Me,
yeah.
You know me. Forget
Hold on, with the speaker, with the volume going?
Depending. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. Yeah. Listen, if people have conversations, yeah.
No way.
This guy's fucking watching. He's He's watching movies and stuff. You know what I mean? When he's waiting with
No
headphones.
earbuds.
Listen, Joe, I don't bring my earphones all the time because if I'm from work, they get dirty, you know?
Oh, man. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Suck! You are no talent!
You don't do that on train, do you?
Sometimes, if I have to, yeah. No, but listen, if it's okay for them to have a conversation or talk on the phone, fuck you. I'm putting, I could do what I want. Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to lock into it unless I had my earbuds in. Like I'm easily distracted. If there's shit going on around me, I couldn't lock it in.
You say that. You say that now. Try it. It helps you tune out everybody else, and fucking be in your own world.
I guess.
Yeah.
And also now everybody's hearing your fucking show.
Yeah, listen, it's not like I'm watching anything bad.
Oh,
It's usually shit that's putting down Elon.
dude, I'll tell you what.
like that.
If that's me, if you're sitting next to me, and let's just say it's something that I watched already, I'm gonna ruin it for you. All right, I'm gonna ruin it for you.
My wife is like that. I'm like, I could tell when she's seen something that I haven't seen yet. And I'll ask her, and she'll be like, "Oh no, I didn't get to that. I didn't get that far." Right? And all of a sudden, she starts making comments. I'm like, "Man, stop! You're gonna ruin it for me. I know you watched this shit. I can tell already. Just stop. You're gonna ruin it." She just can't help herself,
That's funny. All right.
Pop quiz.
Are you smarter than
Pop quiz. Gabe, right? Remember Gabe said he was gonna do this. Let's hit it.
All right. Yeah. So I came up with some stuff that just simple questions. These are 5th grade questions. So
How much money did the Biden family make? No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see who has the right answers, but we'll start off with the easiest question so far.
Quiz.
You ready?
Are we writing this down? How are we answering? Like,
Not just to spit it out. Mount Everest lies in which mountain range?
Himalayas.
It's in Nepal, right? Mount Everest in Nepal. So I think that might be the Himalayas. I think. I don't know.
Joe?
I agree. Himalayas.
It is the Himalayas.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought it was the first person to answer, so we're all answering.
Yeah, you're all answering.
Okay.
Who was the first president of the United States to live in the White House?
John Adams.
I don't know.
Madison.
It's John Adams.
Adams.
Oh my God.
I was thinking Dolly Madison. Ice cream.
A whale, a dolphin, and a sea lion are examples of what type of mammal?
Mammal.
What type of mammal?
I didn't know. There were
Aquatic mammal?
mammals. They're fucking mammals.
Yeah, no. Warm-blooded mammals.
Is that your final answers?
Yeah.
Warm-blooded?
It's either marine or aquatic mammal.
Booyah!
Look at you. Look at you.
What is the object you hit in badminton called?
Birdie.
Or shuttlecock.
Ooh.
Wow. I've never heard that.
It's shuttlecock or shuttle.
Wow.
Oh, Joey.
How the fuck do you know
He
that?
knows his cocks.
Touche.
In
my
music,
friend.
what is the name for the for get gradually louder?
Okay.
In music, what is the name for get gradually louder?
I don't know.
Raise the roof.
No. It's like
Bravado?
it's some kind of music. Right?
I don't know. I'm going bravado. I don't know.
Mike,
Epitone? I don't know.
Joe, you should know this.
To raise the volume gradually?
Yeah. To gradually get louder.
I don't know. Increase. I have no
Crescendo.
Crescendo. Vibrato.
That's a good word, crescendo.
It is a good word. Spell that bitch.
Couldn't.
Crescendo.
Gun to my head, I'd be dead.
That's fun to say though. Crescendo.
Crescendo.
Last question. This is the wild card.
Sauvignon.
What unusual seismic activity was recorded in 2024 linked to a popular culture event?
Oh,
Earthquake.
what's that fucking festival out in California?
Earthquake. Fireman?
Burning Man?
Burning Man?
No.
Oh, the
Not Burning Man?
one where everybody dances?
Yeah.
Starts with a P?
No.
C? Pussycat?
This is
He knows his
definitely the
pussy.
answer. What the fuck is it? Super trendy event to be at.
I'm going to.
It's in.
I'm going to.
It's in the desert, man.
I'm dressing up and going to. Say it.
Coachella.
Is that all three of your answers?
Indio, California.
Is it an earthquake though? Seismic activity?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
So,
it's vibration.
what unusual seismic activity was recorded in 2024 linked to a popular culture event?
I say
Coachella.
earthquake.
Coachella.
Like he's asking for the event,
Oh,
not the.
seismic activity.
Yeah.
It's not a volcano.
What is it, Gabe?
Coachella.
It
Gibraltar.
is from
Final
the
answer.
Taylor Swift concert.
Ooh,
Really?
Taylor.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Like I was saying, I didn't hear anything about Coachella that happening,
I feel like I did.
and I didn't hear anything about Taylor Swift concert having an issue. Where was it?
I don't think it's an issue. It's just,
I mean, an issue.
It's
or
happened.
whatever.
Yeah.
So the Taylor Swift has actually happened twice, 2 different shows.
Really? Where?
Yeah. One was in New York.
Wow.
When we had our earthquake, she was here.
No. The crowd noise was comparable to a seismic
Ah.
activity, right? That's how I understand.
Yes,
That question
correct.
was way over my. I completely did not know that's what we were talking about. Pop quiz. All right, I like it.
Hey, a public service announcement. My aunt sent me a text saying she's got it from a government official that there's a scam going out there. Like if you get a text or an email.
The Easy Pass.
Well, that Easy Pass I heard about. But
I got
she's
that
talking
one.
about
I got that one over the weekend.
Yeah.
She's talking about one about Trump being arrested. Do not open it because you open it and it allows the information from your phone right to these people, man, or a phone or whatever device you open.
Oh shit.
It. Yeah.
So you lost all your information.
Nah, I'm good right now.
The Easy Pass one, I got it a few times in the last few weeks.
It's not real, right? Because look, I just got something similar right now.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
I just within.
It's like last chance to pay your
Yes.
outstanding Easy
Yes.
Pass.
Yes.
Yeah, last chance to pay.
Past couple
New York
days.
City
Yeah,
final
same
park.
thing.
Yeah. Fuckers.
What made me think about the Trump. So if you see anything Trump arrested, do not open it.
Cool.
Fuck your shit up.
Thank you, TT Lee.
Titi Diana.
Oh, Diana. All right.
What else?
What's the score there, Gabe?
Oh, sorry, I just closed it. Adrian got more of the correct answers than anyone else on that one. I did know that.
That was fun. That was unexpected and caught me off guard.
Yeah, I like that. That's called Pop Quiz.
Yeah.
Very cool game. All right, guys. You got anything else before we get into our Brew Crew email? I guess not.
I always got something else. It's all right. We're running deep here.
Brew Crew email.
You've got mail.
All right, guys. We wrap things up all the time with our Brew Crew email. Mike, what's our email?
Our email is brewcrew@beersandbs.com. Please send us your questions, your thoughts, your assessments.
Yeah, if we don't get your question on the air tonight or in any episodes, we will get it on eventually. There's a lot to go through sometimes, and we pick out the ones that stand out when we read it.
Absolutely. Agreed. Joey, where can they find us?
Ladies and gentlemen, you could find the Beers and BS podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. But newly additions to the Pandora platform, Odyssey platform, and iHeartRadio platform.
Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. Our first one, guys, is from a first-time emailer. Okay, and that's Chris D from Virginia. Chris. Okay, and
Hey, Chris.
big. He said he's a big fan of the pod. Been listening to it the past few months, and this one, I think we're a little left out here, Joey. But
Yeah.
this one says, it sounds like Mike and Gabe have very different opinions on politics, yet still seem to be friends. What advice can you give to others struggling to keep friendships alive during hard political discussions?
This is why Adrian came at me
Great.
today.
That's not true at all. No.
He felt left out.
Let's get ready.
It's all right.
It's just, it can't, you got, you, I get some things off my chest too, man. Okay.
So I think it boils down to just knowing the person, knowing limits of that person, respecting those limits, and respecting their opinion. I can see where this person's coming from because online there's a lot of divide. I mean, everyone's calling each other names and all kinds of shit, but you just have to know when to step away from things, and that's it.
He can suck it.
I'm sorry, Joe. Did you hear that, Gabe?
I didn't.
Joey, he played it real low, but it was funny.
He can suck it. Sound
Gabe, I think that's very well said. Very well said, and I agree with that. Mike, what's your take?
Listen, we're all individuals. Yep. We all have, listen, honestly, I feel like a man on an island by himself sometimes. Most people are at work and most people at home and most people here. I'm surrounded by people that, voted differently than I did. But it doesn't mean I don't love each and every one of you. Honestly, like when I come up with, I just spew facts. I'm not trying to come up with bullshit fucking, conspiracy theories or I'm not trying to, I'm just, basically, did you know this? Or, what if this? And asking basic questions. But we all on the same level where we just want to raise a family, have fun, and have money in our fucking pockets. Let's be honest.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Crime, nobody wants to deal with crime. Anything they could do to lower crime in our streets and keep our families safe at school and at church and, places where fucking the public gets together, go to a movie theater. When I hear these stories of, people shooting up these, public places, it breaks my heart. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, the person that did it, I don't want to be a sympathist or something, but we failed as a society to fucking,
How did it get there?
Yeah,
right?
like
how did it come to
really?
that?
Like, I mean, if we bully that person or whatever, and I'm not a perfect person. I've been an asshole in my life where I bully people and stuff, and I apologize. As I get older, I realize I was an asshole. But if I God forbid I ever caused someone to do something like that, it would really I would feel guilty and stuff. But as a society, we just want to be healthy and prosperous and watch our family grow and have them be healthy and prosperous. So we're all on the same basic guidelines. The shit in between, we could look past it sometimes. We could argue and laugh about it or scream to the top of our lungs. But when the day's over, let's have a beer and fucking we'll move on.
Nicely said.
Yeah.
And for the most part, Mike and I probably agree on more things than we disagree on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean,
I would love for you to be more of a godly man, Gabe. Jesus loves you, all right, Gabe?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
But listen, you're right. Listen, defend your family. This guy's got guns and stuff. Listen, he obviously feels the pressure of whether it's crime or injustice out there, and feels like he's been, maybe a subject of, people that, things could have got out of hand, and then he feels like he has to protect him and his own, and he does it, very well, as we can see.
Dude, like I said, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? I agree. And just in life, you may not agree, see eye to eye with everybody. Who's to say? We've kind of had this conversation a few weeks ago. Who's to say that I'm right and you're wrong? You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to this. There's situations where I thought I was right last week, you know what I mean, about a movie quote, and I was 100% wrong. And I owned it, and that's that. You know what I mean? But if I ever, offend somebody for how I feel, let's just talk about it. Give me a chance to, either explain myself or maybe apologize, you know what I mean? I didn't, let me see your side. I didn't see it that way. I didn't see that I kind of triggered you or I offended you or something.
He's a nasty person.
I'm just saying it's just that I'm never going to sit there and say, you're wrong and I'm right. You know what I mean? But I will, express how I feel, as we all should, Mike, dude, I think the audience knows, anybody who knows us knows, you're my fucking ride or die, bro. You are my phone a friend. You know what I mean? Where it's like 2:00 in the morning, shit hits the fan and stuff like that, and you're in trouble or I'm in trouble. You're the first person I'm calling. You know what I mean? But we may not agree on certain things, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It gets healthy.
You'll come around.
It's healthy. It's healthy to have talks like that. You know what I mean? It's
Stop looking at me, Swan.
I think it keeps it interesting. It's probably boring if we all fucking agree with each other. You know what I mean? To be honest, especially on a podcast.
Oh,
I agree.
On this, for this podcast, it works.
Joey, what about you?
I just don't talk about politics, especially with my family. That's my advice. If you're in company with people, especially family, avoid it.
I agree. We got some mixed. I got some people in my family that are very vocal about how they feel. You know what I mean? And then some that don't agree, but they kind of keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
And, I respect all of it, man, because that's what we live in America, right?
Yeah, no, it's in my family, like, in my bed, it's 50-50. And then, it goes like that for the, pretty much you can draw a line, down families.
I'm just saying that's why you might have got meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you finally end up releasing the poison this week?
Yeah, I was telling Adrian, I was like a 3-day argument over that fucking last podcast.
We don't got to talk about this. All right.
And listen, I was in the casino for 3 days, and I received a phone call from my Uncle Frank, and I don't know if you know, but my Uncle Frank is
he was a Marine.
Yeah, a big war hero, and I'm afraid that he heard the podcast and he might have got offended. So Uncle Frank, you are my hero. I thank you for your service, but there's a lot of guys out there that don't hold the bar to you. So
Did he have a question? Did he have something to say?
Honest, Adrian, I was in the middle of playing. I saw it, and I'm like, if I get into this, it's gonna fuck my whole shit up.
Wait, so
and
you don't even...
I didn't answer the phone call.
Okay.
I didn't answer.
And we say bye-bye.
And so I can only imagine that he was disappointed in me, maybe. Or maybe he feels the same way I do, because he's a true hero, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then you have guys that perpetrating like, oh, I was in the Army, or, bro, you in the fucking National Reserves or something.
Well, I got to get started on that.
I'm just saying.
Although you not answering the phone speaks volumes. So that's what I have to say.
I felt bad, like if I did offend him, I love you, and it had nothing to do with you.
Did he leave you a voicemail?
No. So that means he wanted to talk to me dead on. You know what I mean? And next time we see it.
And Uncle Frank, thank you for your service. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Shit.
I said it.
I mean, he made it to like Jag.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a judge. Oh, that's a judge for the.
No, that's a lawyer.
The lawyer, Jag lawyer.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Jag is a Navy. I think it's a Navy lawyer.
Yeah, well, it could be Air Force too, right now.
I don't know.
I
always thought it was associated with Navy. Maybe you're right.
He did many tours, and
I mean, the man retired as a judge. Yeah. Very, very accomplished. Very accomplished individual. Christy from Virginia, first-time emailer. You know what we love? You know what we love even more than first-time emailers? We love return emailers. So keep those emails coming.
Chris, we really appreciate it.
All right, great question, Chris. And,
Christy,
Christy from Virginia, you happen to catch us on a good episode. All right, guys, we got one more email, and that is from, you guessed it,
Barbara
from Mastic. Barbara from Mastic, our favorite loyal listener.
We love you, Barb.
Barbara from Mastic has she wrote in. Recently had to attend the funeral and it got me thinking, buried or cremated? What are the Brew Crew's thoughts on this? Buried or cremated? Anyone want to go?
Cremated.
Oh, you cremated, huh? You said that quick.
Yeah, man.
Thought about it?
Is this a conversation that you had with your wife?
Oh, yeah. Ashley knows the deal.
It's on paper?
It's not on paper. She just knows how I want it to go. And I know how she wants it to go. Cremated, I don't want to wake in a funeral. I want a party with the people that I love and people that I care about to be there. And I want my ashes spread over the ocean.
That's what you want?
Yeah. Not the bay.
Not the bay.
Doesn't matter which ocean. Atlantic?
No, it doesn't matter.
Right.
The local oceans.
All right.
Yeah. Very good. What about you?
I think I want to do traditional, like put me in the casket and bury me and stuff. But I mean, the whole thing is a scam, bro. Like,
as far as like when it comes to money?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's so expensive,
bro. For one person, let's say you have a wake for 2 days and the burial plot. So you're talking about
$15,000.
Yeah, $16,000. So I would hate to, I'm not cheap, but I hate to put that burden on my family, but I think I want to go that traditional way. My wife has a couple of plots, from her family that that are allocated for us in the Cinnamon Riches over there. So I think that just says everything.
Traditional.
Yeah.
Wake, buried.
I listen. I tell my kids, like, you could order a casket online from Amazon, bro.
Costco, bro.
Like $1,100, versus fucking paying $4,000 or $5,000 in the funeral home.
For real though, Costco has them.
Yeah, I mean, like, save a few bucks.
I bet, like for something like that, like for like the viewing, I bet you could rent a fucking casket
and then put me
for
in
the viewing, and then for
box.
as far as the burial,
cardboard box.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Because
And if you can't, that's a fucking business, right?
Yeah, right. Let's do it.
Listen. You see all kinds of weird shit now these days. They could wrap you in like linen and put you in like a pod and turn you into a
I heard
tree.
just the pine box, the regular pine box that they're gonna burn is like $4,500 or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
God,
yeah,
they're gonna burn
just to cremate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to put you in a box to cremate you.
God, that is a racket.
Yeah. So I just hate that burden of when you die, it costs your family fucking thousands of dollars. You know what I mean?
Can you put into writing that I'm a pallbearer, please?
Yeah, you can be a pallbearer as long as you can walk. I don't know, you're in that boot.
Myself, I'm with Joey. I want to be cremated. And I don't know, man. Do you guys visit tombstones? You visit plots? No. You know what I mean? As far as I don't visit any family plots. Okay.
Me either.
My father passed away years ago. He's buried in Jersey, so that kind of that's why I don't visit that. Then I got my grandmother. I'm saying, but like those are like I got aunts. I have other people in my family that have passed away, but none are kind of close. You know what I mean? The closest is about 60 miles away, and I've never went and visited. There's probably only 2 plots that I visited. To be 100% honest, you know what I mean? They were friends, and every now and then I'll pop by there because they're buried local and stuff like that, and I'll pop by and just whatever, just kind of say hello. So that's kind of like where I'm at. That's where I feel like that's why I think I would want to be cremated, because I feel like no one's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna visit.
So my dad is out in Calverton, right? And me personally, I can't tell you the last time I was there. Probably when my kids were little. I brought him out there, but my mother, she goes faithfully and puts flowers every holiday and wreaths for Christmas.
You ever see the stones on top of the?
Yeah, she glued one on. They fucking took it off. These people.
Oh.
Why?
Because it's a fucking military.
You got to keep it uniform, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit different, right? You know what I mean? I haven't had
it's
that.
Right there. I don't go there.
Yeah,
I've tried. I feel it's empty. Like I don't know what I was looking for, or I don't know.
So, but that's kind of interesting because you want that.
I just want the traditional. Like what are they gonna do with you? Did you tell her what to do with your ashes?
I mean, I've had a few ideas. You know what I mean? I want to be spread out around.
They could turn you into like a fake diamond and put her on her neck.
No, I didn't get that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a big thing now.
Yeah,
So,
We've had some really good family vacations in California. I would love to be out on the Pacific. You know what I mean?
Ashes to ashes out in the water.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to be here, locally. I would love to be in Central Park. Just like places that we've had, like, memories. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, where I'm at.
So make your kids like break you up into like 6 different parts and throw you all over the country.
The world.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to be spread out. All
that's cool.
But I just feel like I don't know. I think that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna be a fucking stone there with my name on it, and it's like
what's the sense?
Nobody just forgotten about with all the other ones in the graveyard.
You're dead, right? What do you really care at that point?
Your family, bro.
Huh?
Your family.
I'm not, like I said, my father passed. I haven't visited my father once. He died 18 years ago.
What about you, Gabe?
So
I'm with Joey.
Melted into
I want to have it. I want to have it to where I'm cremated, and then it'd be a party. I want actually a New Orleans jazz funeral procession. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Yeah, I have seen that. Very, very cool.
Big fucking deal, Gabe. Yeah, so I mean, it's just like get it over with really quick, and then turn into a party. Get your crying out of the way, and then shut the fuck up. Now let's party.
I have certain songs that I want them to play at my wake. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I do.
Depends on what songs they are. Yeah. Like fucking.
I think I know one.
Gangster rap or.
One is Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good, and the other one's by AC/DC. It's like
those are the two. That's it.
You shook me
that
all
spectrum
night.
is so like.
I thought of another one.
From one extreme to another.
Yeah.
But it sums it up to me,
I mean, Chuck Mangione, how can he not have that played at your funeral?
You ever think about when you're gonna die?
Never. No.
You?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, listen. Didn't we have this discussion a couple?
I don't think it was on. I don't think it was on the pod though.
Oh, I was like, if you do the math in my family, you know, DeAngelis males, average is 54 years. So I'm like 5 years away from that. You know, so you think, you know, I start thinking logically, Joey, like, you know, genetically and shit. But my other side of the family, they lived into the 80s. So, you know, maybe I have a shot, but.
It was nice knowing you.
Maybe you know. Hopefully, you meet in the middle.
Yeah, 70s.
We gotta raise the average. So keep going, bro.
Why you think about this?
Not a lot, but I have thought about like you don't really know when the fuck you're gonna go. That's a weird thing.
No way. That's why life is short, bro. Anything you want to do,
like everybody expects.
Breaking news. We don't know.
No. But everybody kind of expects to get old, right?
I hope to get old.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing if you get old. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be old and, you know, wearing a diaper and fucking feeding to it.
No.
You know what I mean?
What I'm saying. Life is short. And, you know, anything you want to do, do it.
I know.
You know, don't wait like, oh, we're going to save up and maybe, you know, pull the trigger. Just do it.
Bro, I'm all about that.
You know?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. You know, I totally get that from you. You know, I think you live.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
listen, this is a one time around. And I don't want to say that, you know, I held back because, you know, let's get it out, you know. I really want to experience Europe. So, you know, in my later years, I'm going to, you know, focus on traveling.
The Perillo tours.
Yeah. Go to Italy. Hey, our Pope is suffering right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
There's prayers out there for the Pope.
It's not.
What is he, 88?
Yeah, he's up there. But I'm saying, like, last I heard, it wasn't.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's not good prognosis. Yeah. No, he's struggling. And
I was in Rome. I was at the Vatican the last time the Pope passed away.
Really?
Yeah.
Get out of here, really? Yeah. Interesting.
Cool story, bro.
He's on his deathbed, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's struggling to breathe, you know? I mean, I guess that's your deathbed, you know? And he's in his 80s. Usually things don't get better, they get worse, you know? So our prayers for him and our prayers for the next Pope that's going to be elected, you know? Hopefully.
Isn't today Ash Wednesday?
Today is Ash Wednesday.
Today is Ash Wednesday,
yes.
yeah.
The beginning of Lent. What are you giving up for Lent, Joseph?
I'm not religious. I don't really practice that shit.
No.
Oh, man. Apologies to Joey's mom. I'm not. I haven't given up something actually very long time. What about you?
I really haven't thought about it.
No,
but
we know how religious Gabe is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been an atheist for 20 something years, maybe 30 years almost.
All right, so before we wrap things up, I just want to say thanks again to Barbara from Mastic.
Thank you, Barbara.
For a great morbid question, and we're sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss.
Chris D, keep sending them in. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got anything else for you? Close things out, episode 59?
Nope, I got nothing.
No?
It's about time.
All right. And that's our show. Thanks for listening to Beers and BS, the podcast. Episode 59 in the books. Keep listening, like, share, subscribe, and keep sending your emails. We appreciate it.
Get home safe.
Good night.
Bye-bye.